What do breast cancers and bad drivers have in common? Well, they're both aggressive and they don't obey the traffic signs and the road rules. The cell cycle is the road that all our cells drive on. Along this road, when a traffic light turns from orange to red, a healthy cell will obey the road rules and stop. A breast cancer cell, like a bad driver on the other hand, won't stop. Instead, they'll ignore the lights and keep going, potentially endangering others. 2 years ago, drugs called cell cycle inhibitors were added to the treatments of breast cancers. Cell cycle inhibitors worked by forcing the bad driving breast cancer cells to come to a screeching halt by introducing a barrier to block the road. Cell cycle inhibitors have been crucial in minimizing the number of bad driving breast cancer cells on the road, which greatly improves patient survival. But unfortunately, some breast cancer cells have found a way around the roadblock and have started driving again. My PhD is focused on understanding these aggressive cells and their inability to follow simple road rules. To study this, I've taken breast cancer cells and exposed them for up to 400 days to a cell cycle inhibitor. By closely monitoring the cells, I've been able to map out their road to resistance and watch as their driving skills deteriorate. By looking right down to the molecular level of the cell, I've been able to show how a breast cancer cell's DNA can play a role in how it bypasses this roadblock of cell cycle inhibition. Not only do these breast cancer cells produce too much DNA, the DNA they produce is extremely damaged and unstable, making them risky and unsafe drivers. Instead of stopping when they come to this roadblock, they make an impulsive decision and start traveling down a dangerous side road. While on this hazardous road, the breast cancer cells can decrease 2 key proteins that regulate the brakes of the cell cycle. By reducing these proteins, the breast cancer cells are essentially cutting their own brakes, so there's nothing to stop them from speeding to their destination. 1 in 8 of us ladies and 1 in 650 men will be diagnosed with breast cancer, and a portion will develop resistance to cell cycle inhibitors. But now we know the deadly road these cells are speeding on. We can focus on preventing these dangerous cells from reaching their final destination, a fatal form of breast cancer. Thank you.